Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday night, and welcome to kind of an impromptu show. I just got back from a baseball tournament out of town, about an hour and a half away all weekend. We spent the night there in a town called Hayes, Kansas. And you can tell by my face, it was nonstop wind. It was just super windy. So I am windburned, but I'm wanted to see who's out there, who wants to hang out tonight. It's been a minute since we've done one of these live hangouts, and been a couple weeks, I think, because I was gone to Florida last weekend. And so I thought it'd be fun just to kind of hang out and chat. If there's anything you guys want to talk about tonight, again, it's just a fun hangout show. Hope you've all had a great week. I can't believe it's already the end of the weekend already, which is insane. But here we are, and Monday is tomorrow. So yeah, definitely unexpected tonight. I wasn't planning on going live, but I got home, started unpacking, and I thought, well, why not? Let's go live and hang out with all the fine collectors out there. I do want to remind everybody that Rogues Gallery is on Wednesday. Our last show was an auction show, so we have a lot of photos and stuff to look at this coming Wednesday. So please make sure you join us that evening as well. But basically, again, if you are new to our live stream on Sundays, basically this is just me and you guys. If you guys want to talk about anything, if there's anything on your mind, if there's any, just anything, we can talk about literally anything. Doesn't have to be just about collecting. It can be about anything. So anyway, floor is yours, guys, tonight. Welcome, everybody. I don't expect a very large crowd tonight because, again, I didn't advertise it or anything. I just, again, literally just decided to go live. So anyway, we got Borg Cube 1 of 2 in the house. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing great. Thank you again, as always, for being a member. We've got Charlie Hepp in the house. Hello to you, Charlie. Hope you're having a great weekend. Brotherhood member Justin Racklin, thank you again. Again, all my members, thank you guys. I cannot thank you guys enough for supporting the channel like you guys do. Absolutely incredible. Thank you very much. We've got Ashley. Howdy, Chris. Ashley, I'm so excited for her because she finally got the Batman bust in, and I'm just so happy that she got it there safely. And man, what a special piece. But I hope you're enjoying it as much as I hope you are, Ashley. I'm so glad we finally got to do it. Scott L. Whoa, unexpected live stream. How goes it tonight? Yeah, doing great. Again, I'm kind of wiped because it's been a long weekend. Again, we were in Hayes, Kansas, and Hayes, Kansas is flat. It's in western Kansas, and it is just usually nonstop wind out there. So we, of course, everywhere where we are on the field, the boys went 1-1 yesterday, 1-1 today. We played a very, very difficult team. They actually won the Kids World Series last year. So it was a very difficult team. But anyway, we had the wind nonstop on our face. So it was freezing cold and just nonstop wind in her face. So it was good, but I'm wiped from all the wind. JR, getting the signed print I bought from you framed. Oh, that's awesome, JR. That's fantastic. That is such a great print, and I think I talked about it on the show. So like I had 2 of them, and the other one I got actually I bought that one first, and then because Eric B, we were in New York together, and he had it autographed and remarked by Tony Daniel. And so I loved it so much that I had Tony do the exact same Joker for me. And so that's why I had 2 prints. But congratulations on getting that print. And thank you for supporting the auction, because again, without you guys, the auction shows would be really boring. So thank you very much. No, not last show, maybe late show. I don't know, but it's definitely not the last show. Hey, great to see the live video. Absolutely. Big Stevie V, welcome to the show. Again, thanks everybody for being here. Again, tonight is about you guys. Whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever questions you have for me, it could be a Q&A, it could be just talking about random stuff. Again, this was a random stream. I was not expecting to do one tonight, but here I am. Here you are. Can't thank you guys enough for hanging out with me this evening. Mick in the house. Hello to you, Mick. Hope you're doing great. Hey, great to see a surprise live video. I'm really glad to be here. It's one of my favorite aspects of doing this channel is to be able to hang out with you guys. And so I'm just glad that you're here. Hey, Chris, just got the alert. Well, I'm glad at least YouTube sent out an alert because it doesn't always send out one. So thank you very much. I'm glad we have almost 50 people here again, unannounced, going live tonight. B. Alex Thompson in the house. Hey, yo, Bat fan. Been a while since I've been able to catch one of these live. Well, we're really glad to have you. You are an integral part of this channel. You've been around for a really long time. I can't thank you enough for your continued support. Just means the world to me. So thank you very much, brother. Batman is protecting the place, freaking out all the visitors who come to see him. The response is, that is just ridiculous. I'm absolutely in love. Ashley, are you surprised by and I said it whenever I first got it. I was just like, I couldn't believe just how big he is. Like, he is massive. Like, nothing in your collection probably even compares to the size of him. Maybe the size of your t-shirt collection, maybe, but it is insane how much presence that piece has. And like, I have the life-size Joker. He's hanging out back here, right there. That's what I'm looking at right now. So the Batman blows that one out of the water in terms of size. Like, it's crazy. So I'm really glad that you're loving him, Ashley. Inti, Brotherhood member, thank you very much. Hello, chat. Greetings, Chris. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Like I was saying earlier, I'm kind of wiped from this weekend. If any of you are parents and have kids that are in baseball, like we have traveling baseball. So literally from a few weeks back all the way through the end of summer, we do nothing but baseball. We are baseball everywhere. We travel, we do these tournaments. And, my other kids, my other son, Ledger, who most of you guys know, if you're watching, he also plays golf. He plays football, tennis. So we're involved in something every single night of the week. And so, except I always try to schedule Wednesdays is my one night that I could do Rogues Gallery usually. But it just so happens that we're not doing anything this evening. So I'm really glad that you're all here with us. Justin, without us, the auction shows would just be the 5 or 6 of you on screen buying from you, Justin. We've actually done that multiple times. That's the sad thing. We've actually bought from each other multiple times. There's a few things that Dan's selling right now. I'm thinking about buying from him. He's got a couple art prints and a bust. It's like, man, dang. Yeah. It's like, that's the great thing. It's like having this network of friends, like where we enable each other. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, you're exactly right. So I'm glad that you guys are here to buy stuff because I don't want to go broke buying stuff from the other guys. So anyway, I appreciate everybody. BSC Chris, thank you very much again for being here. And thank you again. Can't thank you enough for being a member. I really appreciate it. Scott L, I will be getting the Prime 1 Talon. Yes, sometime in May. I am super stoked for that one. And I'm actually selling my Prime 1 Mr. Freeze to make room. Hopefully it'll be worth it. As a lot of you know, I did buy back my Mr. Freeze. And I think I'm pretty sure that we will see some comic book Mr. Freezes in 1/3 scale. So I don't know if I would end up keeping my Arkham Freeze, but he's still one of the coolest pieces in my collection. But I do think absolutely Talon is a worthy contender for that replacement because Talon is a character that I feel like people are going to kick themselves. I don't think Talon is going to be done very much. Very, very low ES on him, and which is a lot of these Prime 1 pieces have been really low ES. I haven't really announced it here on the channel. I did in Facebook. But I ended up just buying that Batman Triumphant, which is the one that he's on top of the tower and he's on top of Penguin because the ES was like 150. I'm like, if I don't jump on it, he'll go. And same thing with Talon. What was Talon, 250? So the fact that a Batman is 150, that's insane, right? And so I think absolutely Talon is going to be worthwhile in your collection. I absolutely love him. I love how dynamic he is. Did you get the EX? Or did you get the regular? Hey, Chris, who is your favorite comic book artist? Of course, Jim Lee is right up there. I love Sean Murphy. I love George Jimenez. I love Jason Fabok. I think those, Jock, Greg Capullo, like those are my top main guys that I love. But there's so many amazing artists right now. But those are the ones that come to mind when I think of Batman. Let's start just now. Hey, Charlie. Let's see. My pleasure. I appreciate you and I love. Yeah, absolutely. I felt the love for a long time, my friend. So thank you very much. I can't thank you enough for being part of this. Ashley, hey, how have you been? Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Ashley, I feel like Ashley's been gone a minute, but I'm really glad that she's back. So this is if she feels like she's home. So thanks again for being here, Ashley. Are the bunker updates once a week looking great? So JR, actually, I just filmed one because Derek, my guy, has been here all weekend. And did some, some taping, some mudding, some edging, some things that are getting the Batcave ready. So I will have a Batcave bunker update, construction update this week. I filmed it, I've edited it, and it's actually uploading literally as we speak. And so I don't know what day of the week it's going to be. I've got some really great stuff. I've got the Captain America half scale. Jeff Morris filmed that for us. That's coming up. I've got a Star Wars piece this week. Probably a few statue chats. I don't know. I've got a bunch of stuff lined up, and some other reviews. So stay tuned to the channel, guys. We got a really big Prime 1 piece, an Alien piece also coming up on the channel. So definitely some variety. Again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in for those, because I know a lot of you just tune in for the Batman stuff, but I like to give everybody some variety, including Lord Voldemort. And thanks everybody for watching. I think we've got about 2,000 people that have watched my wife's review of Voldemort. That was awesome. And I think she did a phenomenal job. So it was really, really cool to see that. So anyway, thanks everybody that tuned in for that. Bat Beast in the house. Hey, Chris, do you think the Tech 1000 might be one of the most definitive 1/3s? I feel like Legendary Beast Studio might be a contender, but it probably won't be as dynamic. Thoughts? So I've actually seen it. I've seen the Legendary Beast, at least part of it. I think there's going to be like multiple swap outs, multiple portraits. What I have seen, I'm going to buy. Is it as dynamic as Tech 1000? No. Is it going to be one of the most definitive Batmans out there? I feel yes. Okay. So have confidence. In talking with Jay wants to bring it. Not just sing it, he wants to bring it. And he's going to be bringing it hard. With what I've seen, with the renders I've seen, with the characters that he's going to be bringing us. Again, Batman core. Think of Batman core. Think of his core villains. Think of Batman himself. It's going to be phenomenal, guys. All 1/3 scale. It is going to knock your socks off. Again, what I've seen, what I know, the characters I know that's coming, I'm in. I'm all in. I am all in. So I can't wait. You guys are going to love it. It's not going to be as dynamic. I mean, I think these are mostly going to be more museum-y type poses, but maybe a little bit more dynamic than what they've done with the Marvel pieces. Think more along the lines of what Hulk is, okay, for some of these characters. But I'm here to tell you, Jay, he's been kind enough to myself and some other, collectors, and sharing some of this stuff with us and asking our advice and opinions, me relaying what you guys want from things that I've heard in the community. It's going to be really exciting. Any word on the next Prime 1 showcase date? So I did ask the creative director, and because I was curious about that myself, and he has they've said they've postponed it just a little bit because some of the things that they were going to show or were going to produce, they're going to kind of take a back seat to a little bit because of the economy, because of the way people are buying right now. Obviously, Prime 1 has announced extremely low ESs, which tells me that people are not buying right now. They are holding on to their dollar a little bit more. And so I think that they're changing up their strategy a little bit. I think that they'll probably focus more on the quarter scale stuff for a while, and maybe a little less of the 3rd scale, but I know for a fact that they're still going to do tons of 3rd scale. So I think it's just strategy. They're just trying to get a good strategy going right now as to what's going to be coming out here in the future. But I would assume probably sometime in the summer, we will get that next level showcase. Ashley said he's massive. And again, if you're just joining us, she's talking about, she bought the Ben Affleck Batman bust from me. He showed up and I called Bryce and told him I may have underestimated the size. The entire thing is incredible. Once he came home, he looked at me and said, Ash, you brought half a man. And literally, you did. And I don't want to make you jealous, but my wife has kissed his cheek a number of times. So I would assume that you've done that as well, because yeah, he is half a man. And he's incredible. That Voldemort does look nice behind you. Dynamic aspect makes him look alive. I mean, this is one of the coolest pieces I've ever seen Iron Studios do. I'm just blown away by it. Obviously, again, a lot of response from the internet and YouTube. People are loving this statue. It's really, really good. Is what Dan is selling on the BS? Yes, yeah. He's put it all on the site. So Dan's selling a bunch of stuff right now because he is trying to fund some art projects, some CGC book projects, basically. He's kind of found these amazing deals that he can't pass up on. And so he is selling some of the pieces. He did just sell his entire, which is funny because he literally just went and collected all of the Diamond Select busts. He was able to get them all within like a month, build a custom display for it, and it's now sold to another. I mean, the entire collection is sold. He's selling a Batman animated series, the big half scale bust. Well, they call it half scale. It's not really half scale, but the bust, and then also some art. And so it's definitely tempting because I've seen these things in person and I absolutely love them. Ashley, I'm so glad to hear that. I have no regrets. Totally worth it. That's fantastic news. Thank you again. Again, thanks for. Just, I know that took forever and it worked. It was just awesome the way it worked out. So thank you very much again. Mike in the house, Brotherhood member, always representing the channel. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday Eve. It's actually happy Monday Eve, actually, right? I wish it was still Sunday Eve. That would be great. So ES means edition size. That means how many a company produces worldwide. Usually there's a regular edition size, which means the regular version. Then there's an edition size of how many exclusives they did. But that is what ES, when you hear collectors talk about ES, most collectors, they like a low ES because then that's easier to flip. The value sometimes goes up. If you see an ES of like 15,000, that's a lot of statues. So you're probably not going to get a very good return on your investment. But I know a lot of you out there collect just to collect, like myself for the most part. I mean, trying to get your money back is good when you're selling something, but I don't care if I make much of a profit or lose a little bit. To me, they're still used. So, it's like you still get the enjoyment out of them. But I know some collectors, it really means a lot. Scott L., I agree. I'm also anticipating it will be seeing a comic book version of Mr. Freeze in the future. My Freeze is also going to a great collector too. I'm getting the EX. That's fantastic. That's awesome. So yeah, I think definitely we are going to see some 1/3 scale Mr. Freezes without question. I know, again, I've talked to at least 2 different companies that want to do him. Also, I know that XM Studios has said that they're doing a Samurai Freeze. They have teased a Samurai Bane within the last week. Again, we'll talk about that one on Rogues Gallery on Wednesday. Oh, I thought you already had Grim Knight for some reason. I feel like you ordered that one before me even. But yeah, you are in trouble. But man, oh man, 2 amazing pieces coming your way, Ash. Still hoping that Sideshow will do a Talon and Nightwing, Red Hood, Two-Face. To be honest, I can't see them doing a Talon. I just don't feel like they would have confidence in the character. Nightwing, I could see them doing. Red Hood, I could see them doing. Two-Face, I'm not going to hold my breath. But we did finally get that incredible penguin. So maybe they're finally going like, okay, we're hearing the collectors now. We want to give that back to the collectors and do some of these other characters that have never been done, at least by Sideshow. Curious on your thoughts for Prime 1's Batman Devastator. Will you be ordering it? I do like the piece, but I will not. I never, and maybe I'm just too old, or I don't know. I've never really liked the Elseworlds stories of Batman when he teams up with Superman, or I think that Hush is probably the exception for me. I just don't love those outerly world space stories with Batman. If Batman wasn't in it, that would be another thing maybe. But I think the piece itself, that Devastator, looks phenomenal and he looks really cool. But again, at the end of the day, I did go with the Batman Triumphant that goes with the Penguin. And I feel like that's just a better piece for me. But the Devastator piece is really cool, but it's just not one that I would consider picking up. Although it is really cool, it's just not for me. JR says, awesome. Looking forward to it. That's good. Ripley, I'm not sure, Alex. Oh, are you talking about the Predator piece? I think no, it's the big Predator bust that goes on the wall. So that's we had a guest review, so that'll be going up this week. Lane Kramer in the house. Hey, BSC, hope you're doing really good this week. About to order a new Sideshow piece tonight, the Jean Grey and Phoenix. Oh, that's a cool piece too. I don't know what is it like, fifth scale, I think. I feel like I saw that one at San Diego. I can't remember for sure. I feel like I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I mean, if I did, it looked awesome. I thought. Seeing it in hand, and I know it started to ship. I think it looks really cool. So congratulations, Lane. I think it's a fun piece. Jonathan Gunderson. Hey, Chris, would you be keeping the new PF Ivy once it releases? I wasn't able to pre-order and would love a reliable source. As of right now, that's my plan, is to keep it. Of course, plans could change. I do still have my green Ivy, which she's kind of like looking over her shoulder. I absolutely love that piece. So I don't really feel like I need both. So one will probably have to go. Kind of like the Catwoman. I had the two different Catwoman. I'm kind of thinking about getting the Catwoman on Gargoyle back. So if anybody's selling that one, I would be interested in picking that one back up. I think it might look better as part of my diorama with the new Batcave. So we'll see. But right now, my plan is to keep both Ivies, at least until I get them both in. Mega Color, hello. And again, Jonathan, going back to that, it is going to be hard because the ES was so small and it sold out so quick. This is going to be a hard piece to get. I would expect the price to shoot up also. Board Cube 1 of 2 in the house. I said I just pre-ordered the Dark Side Catwoman to go with the Prime 1 Batman 89. Hope she turns out great. I think she's going to turn out awesome. I have heard zero about her in the last 4 or 5 months. I don't know. The last time I talked to my contact with them is that they have said that a lot of the bigger known factories had priority over the newer factories. So they were kind of having to take a back seat a little bit. And I think that they were wanting to get production out quicker. And I know that that's been frustrating to them, obviously. Again, I haven't talked to them in a little bit, but that's a piece that I have coming as soon as she's available. I have her coming. So I'm excited to review her for you guys, but I think she'll absolutely go with that Batman 89 from Prime 1. Mike saying congrats. Ashley says, hi, all. I miss you guys. I was promoted to the Phoenix PD last year. Congratulations again. I watch the channel, just can't make an appearance as often. No, I'm still in love with Batman and collecting like crazy. Well, we're always glad to hear that, Ashley. And again, just know that you always have a place here at the BSC. I want Dan's Talon art print that he has behind his statue. LOL. Any chance I can convince him to sell it to me? You never know. I mean, Dan's kind of like my philosophy with this collection is that my collection is always evolving. It's always changing. Pieces come, pieces go. It is a revolving art museum, and that's how Dan treats his as well. If there's something new that suits him better, he will have no hesitation to part with certain pieces. I also have a Talon art print that I haven't framed yet, but it's the exact same one as the statue. I had it autographed by Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder in New York, and so I'm very excited to add that. But again, I don't know exactly how I'm going to display my art yet when it comes to the new Batcave. Looking forward to seeing it in seasons 10 and 11 as the next two shows on set. I hope to get real things for me, the actor. I'm not sure, Charlie, what you're talking about. I might have missed something. I apologize. JR says, I'm looking forward to the new 1/3 character drops. I like museum poses. My girlfriend is going to kill me if one more box shows up on the porch. Why are we trying to get a new house? Good luck with that, JR. I fail miserably with that almost on a weekly basis. I mean, not always, but there are times where like, oh my God. And they always seem to come at the exact same times. Like it's like, I've had the Prime 1 Catwoman come in. I've had the Prime 1 Joker come in. I've had Talon come in. I've had all these ones come in all at once, and it can be a lot, but it's awesome. And good luck with your girlfriend, by the way. Bat Beast, I think I'll probably go with the Tech 1000 for now because I don't want to miss out on it. Thanks, Chris. I'm excited for Legendary Beast Studios Batman characters for sure. So I mean that's the thing, Bat Beast, is I would go for Tech 1000. I still feel like it right now is the definitive Batman in that scale. I think it's phenomenal. I can't imagine myself ever parting with this one no matter what. Obviously, it's autographed by Jason Fablock himself as well. So that always will be special to me. But in terms of that piece, I mean, the thing is, the Legendary Beast won't be out for another year or two. I mean, they haven't released him publicly yet. Again, I've seen him behind the scenes, and I'm buying him. But that's going to be some time. So enjoy the Tech 1000, and then whenever the other one comes out, you can decide. Tech 1000 is always going to be desirable. Jose Rios. Hey, Chris, I just received my Tweeterhead Joker. I converted the 1/6 to 1/4 directly from Tweeterhead. I received an artist proof edition. Do you know the difference from Sideshow's 500 piece edition? I would assume that the artist proof is probably outside of what Sideshow has, because obviously Tweeterhead offered that direct. So I would assume that he had a certain number of artist proofs made. I don't know. I'm assuming it's numbered. And so I would assume that that's going to be even more highly valued would be those pieces, because you got it directly from Tweeterhead themselves. At least that's my guess. So basically, LBS is basically going to Shang Tung. Yeah. They're also going to be doing characters that we've been asking for that Prime 1 has not done yet. So batten down the hatches, ladies and gentlemen, batten down the hatches. Come on, a 1/4 Grail, and maybe some of the others that were canceled, like Deadshot. That would be great if they brought him back. I think, I would get him now at this point. I would probably also get, maybe Darkseid's daughter. What was it, Grail, right? I don't know. They just obviously didn't show enough interest, but surely, God, the ESs have been so low that, I don't know, maybe they'll consider it. Batman does get all the ladies. Yes, he does. Yeah, absolutely, Ashley. All right. What's next in the bunker? That is a good question. I would think the Samurai Scarecrow, they did an out of the box of him, but I've heard crickets from XM. But Samurai Scarecrow, I would think, would be coming up soon. Man, I don't know what else. I've got like 15 or 20 things on pre-order. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's next. I ordered Grim Knight before before the Fablock 2, but it's a slow delivery. But excited for them to come home. Yeah, I would assume, hopefully, fingers crossed, Ashley. You might message. I'm assuming you got it from Todd. You might message him and just ask. Jeff, hi, good evening. Dead Man Prime 1 dropped down to $5.95. Excuse me, still low in stock. I paid $1,000 a long time ago. I'm so hesitant to buy any statues for now. So right now they're doing that amazing, what was it, Golden Week sale or winter sale or whatever it is. Phenomenal prices. I'm actually considering getting that Azrael back, that Arkham Azrael, because he's like $450. I haven't checked what shipping is on him, but yeah, check out Prime 1, guys, for some incredible deals right now. Hi, Chris. I know you have tinnitus, or tinnitus, however you guys say it. I say tinnitus. I want to let you know about the Bose Sleep Buds earbuds. Tonight, it sucks. I'll have to check that out. So, if you guys don't know what that is, I developed it, a little over 2 years ago, where I started hearing a small buzz in my ear, a ring, and it's gotten progressively louder. Where I know I haven't had silence in over 2 years. So I have a constant ringing. The hardest time for me is at night when it's quiet. But I just kind of have, the main key to it is learning to accept it. Like it's just, there is no cure for it. There's masking. You can like do different noises, and like I have a fan running at night. I'm also very, very sensitive to noises now. Like I can super hear things now, but some things are muffled. So it does affect hearing in weird ways. Like this is a personal story, but so like my dream used to be like when I'd go to Disney, my dream was to get evacuated off of like Pirates of the Caribbean or Haunted Mansion, which are two of my favorite rides. But whenever I'm in those buildings now, whenever we get stuck in those areas, the noise is so loud I can barely handle it. So it actually gives me like a panic attack. So it's definitely weird. It's like it's not actually a real ringing. It's in your head, but you hear it nonstop. So I'm assuming I'll have it for the rest of my life, but I'll definitely try to check out those Bose sleep buds. Thank you for the advice on that. I appreciate it. Sorry, I went into probably way too much detail about tinnitus. If you guys don't want to hear about it. Low ES statues are tough. You're right, Chris. In the end, the wallet is the one that pays for. Yeah, I mean that's for sure. If you have a low ES, if you have a piece that they only made 70, you can ask quite a bit of money for them, and people will generally pay them because they're just so desired. It just really depends. Kevin in the house. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing great, Kevin. Thoughts on the most recent The Flash trailer? I was actually going to do a reaction trailer, but I just kind of ran out of time because of this weekend. I've heard amazing things about that movie. I've heard that it's the best since The Dark Knight. Now, I'm not going to hold my breath on that. I don't like the Flash character really in the movies, but I do like freaking Michael Keaton. And you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. And that's exactly what that trailer was all about. Definitely some nostalgia there, and it definitely hits me in the feels. And so I am pumped. I am ready without a shadow of a doubt for that movie. I will be there day one. Can't wait. Can't wait. Where is the Batwing going? I got enough room in the bunker for it. Maybe in the middle somewhere. We'll see. Justin, I get the sense that Keaton is not reprising his role from Batman and Batman Returns, but is a Batman that is nearly identical that exists in the newly timeline that Barry inadvertently creates. That's kind of the impression that I get as well. But I just don't know. Like, there is that shot of all the bat suits, so it might be the same universe and he's just involved. But it'll be interesting to see where they go, and maybe there'll be different versions of the Keaton Batman. I mean, that's very possible as well. So I don't know where they're going to go with it, but I am extremely excited to see Keaton back on film. He is my Batman. He will always be my Batman, and I can't wait. It would not be a show without Paula. Thank you very much. Everybody give Paula a like down here. Everybody hit the like button for Paula, and everybody hit the like button for all of you here for joining us tonight. We're up to 87 people watching right now. Again, I do apologize. I didn't promote this show at all. I didn't. I just posted literally the last second that I was going to go live. So again, thank you guys for joining me. Again, if you're just joining me, I've been at a baseball tournament all weekend, and I missed talking to you guys. So again, we don't get to talk much on the auction shows. We don't get to hang out. And so I just wanted to hang out with you guys tonight. I say that because when the end credits roll and things are more or less put back to normal, I'd hate to think that the timeline of the 89 movies was created and wiped out a result of their movie. I think that's a good point. And also, I don't think that they would do that to the legacy of that film. That film is too important to Warner Brothers. It set up everything that we see. I mean, obviously Superman before it, but I can't see them doing that to that film, that franchise. And you can't exactly hide the boxes from girlfriends and wives. Man, ain't that the truth? If ain't was a word. Man, the boxes, again, I don't throw them away, guys. I'm amazed by how many people will say, I threw away the box, but I kept the brown box, but not the styrofoam. Like, just keep it all, guys. Keep the styrofoam, keep the box. It's going to annoy whoever loves you is going to be annoyed by it, unless they collect themselves. But it's just part of the game. If you're going to collect this stuff, you got to keep the boxes. Are you ordering the McFarlane Batwing? I'm not. I tend to go away from the vehicles. Obviously, I've got the motorcycle back here, and I'm getting the Bat Pod with Catwoman. Again, that piece I keep going back and forth with if I should keep it. I'm definitely going to review it, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep her or not. But no, I'm not going to go with any of the McFarlane stuff right now. Parker Smith, just got my third statue. Congratulations. Still in college, so I stick with the 110 scale. I got Heath Ledger Joker, Keaton Batman, and Endgame Iron Man. Can't wait to start collecting bigger one day. Parker, first of all, it's awesome you're in college. I wish you nothing but success. I am an educator myself, and so, stick with it. I know it's not always easy, but start out small, man. The thing is like, I remember in college, I had no money. I had nothing. I started working when I was 13 years old, maybe even before that. I worked at a job for 14 years at the same place, scraping by. Like, I used to spend all my money on concerts. I would go to, 20 concerts a summer. But do what you love, but also make sure you're saving a little bit. Also make sure that you are not spending over your means. And believe me, if you keep working hard, one day you will be able to get all the things you want, but you have to keep working for it. Nothing comes easy. Again, good luck with your college career, and welcome to this crazy hobby. Kevin says, "Hey, Chris, is there any way to know which items from Prime One Studio will be available for Sideshow?" No, I'm looking forward to their Lost World diorama, but nothing yet on Sideshow. So Sideshow and Prime One have a very weird relationship. There will be times where the day it goes up for pre-order at Prime One, it'll go up at Sideshow. There will be times where it will go up 6 months later, or it might be next week, or it might be 2 weeks from tomorrow. You just never know. You never, ever know. There is no rhyme or reason. Also, some pieces never go up. Like Talon was a good example. Talon never went up for pre-order. Katana never went up for pre-order. There was a Street Fighter, Chun-Li, I believe, like never went up for pre-order at Sideshow. So you just have to look around. There are also other retailers out there that you can find Prime One products. So, you can look outside of Sideshow as well that will be able to hook you up with some of these things. Me personally, I've been ordering nonstop from Prime One. I get stuff real quick from them, and I've been real happy overall. The last 2 items that I got, I didn't have to pay the import fee, so that's fantastic. But basically, just look at different sites and weigh out the shipping, because that's really what you're having to do is look at the shipping. The artist proof I got is 18. Yeah, that's awesome. See, I think having the artist proof is awesome, Jose. Absolutely awesome. JJQ in the house. I love your Michael Keaton right there. Speaking of Michael Keaton, that's him right there, I believe. Welcome to the show. Douchebag. That's a great name. Hi, Chris. I'm sorry going off topic. However, I know that you have tinnitus. I was wondering if you heard. Oh, so yeah, I'm sorry. I did address that earlier. Again, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Could you imagine if Legendary Beast Studio did a 1/3 clay face? I don't have any 1/3 pieces, but I want that character. I'm going to tell you this, guys. They are going to be doing some characters, much like Tweeterhead. They are going to be doing some characters that no one has ever done before. Read between the lines. They're going to be doing some characters that no one's ever done before. I'm going to leave it at that. It's just a slow delivery, keeping an eye on it with Collector Zone. Oh, I understand. Yeah, that's the thing is some of the other retailers, it's like, they have to go with the slow boat. It just takes a long time, but you'll get it eventually. And when you do, you're going to love them, Ash. Do you know when Prime One plans to air their showcase? I addressed that earlier. I'm assuming this summer sometime. Michael Nielsen. Hey, Chris, now that you will have more display space, are you still sticking to your all Batman in your collection, or will you cut some space to other characters you like, Queen Studios Iron Man piece? So this is a good example. I've got this Voldemort that will most likely, actually, he'll probably stay in this room. Sorry, guys. Again, I've been in the fields in Kansas, nonstop allergies and the wind. But anyway, I've got this Voldemort piece. This will probably stay in here because this will become our Disney collection room / my wife's workroom. But I have considered having a space in the new Batcave, maybe on the back wall, of just some characters that I love. Obviously, I did buy that Vampirilla from Prime One. She does not necessarily fit in the Batman universe, although she has been featured in some DC comics. So she right now is my main standalone. I probably won't go much further than that. Like, I would love to have the Iron Man pieces, but again, it's going down a whole nother rabbit hole. And like, where do I stop? Like, what I have rules for a reason. I am the Batman statue collector, although I could change my name to just the statue collector. And collect everything. But that's what got me in trouble in the first place when I first started collecting. Also, it was one of those things where it's really stressed me out. It added a lot of anxiety because I wanted so much and I didn't have very much money to do it. Um, I definitely, doing this channel, I've definitely have more freedoms to be able to buy the pieces that I want, but I still have to budget. I still have to be careful. And so I would love to get some pieces. I'm not going to say no, but I want to get these pieces in and just kind of see where I'm at. Okay. Rogues Gallery will be Wednesday, this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it'll be our regular format show again. Because again, we haven't had a chance to hang out in a number of weeks because of that auction show, but stay tuned. 7 p.m. on Wednesday. I don't think they're going to cancel him. I believe they already had an ES on him, so should be out on schedule, Jeff. Maybe even before. Wow. I guess you're talking about my tinnitus. It's all good. I've accepted it, and it is what it is. People get all kinds of things. Diseases or cancer, and we have to live with what we're dealt. But much like everything in my life, I try to keep a positive attitude. And so I'm good. How do you make the money to buy all these statues? Well, I'm good at saving my money. I let the hobby fund itself. I run a YouTube channel. I run affiliate programs. And so I've been very, very blessed to be able to take what I have and put it back in these collections, share it with you guys here on the channel. And again, I can't thank you guys enough because without you, I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff. So thank you guys. I got that one earlier. Chris, that ear-ringing story is the most interesting story you've ever told in the show ever. Well, I hope that's sad. Hopefully I've had at least told some interesting stories on the channel before. Yeah, I have had tinnitus for about 11 years. Oh, sorry to hear that too, Lane Kramer. A lot of people like in the military have it. I don't know. I went to a ton of loud concerts when I was younger. I haven't been to very many lately, so I don't know if it just develops over time. I did get mine. Actually, I got mine after COVID started. I was boosted, but it was before I ever got the shot. And so, some people would blame it on that, but it started before that. But it did start after COVID hit, so I don't know. I have heard a lot of people have had it or got it since COVID. Chris, I'm so sorry to hear about your condition. God bless you, buddy. I can't imagine never having peace like that. That's the hard part is like just like never having silence. Like I never have just silence. So like there are times where it's quiet and you hear the birds chirping and things like that, but I do long for just quiet. But I probably will never have that again. I hope so too, Ashley. I'm excited about it. I would assume yes. I think Cola Man. I think you're going to see Batman soon. I really do. Can't wait for Michael. Charlie. So I need to get something. What does in girlfriend is going to kill me if one more box shows up on the porch? Why are we going to get a new house? Oh, okay. Sorry, it was very, very long run-on sentence there, Charlie. But yes, I hope you work it out with your girlfriend. Hopefully it's the same verse. Eric in the house. Hey, buddy, you sound much better. Glad you're feeling better. Question, what was the one statue that you loved and stand by, but most others dislike? I don't know. I feel like maybe like one of the most underrated pieces that I have is the Killer Croc from Sideshow. It's not perfect, but it's really good in person. I know some people don't like it at all. Had the bad neck seam, kind of is undersized, but I still think it's a good piece. I guess that's probably the one that I would stand by. But I think most people like most of the statues that I have in the collection. I feel like most of them are some of the the best of the best in terms of DC collectibles and DC Batman collecting. Another one is maybe the Heath Ledger Joker from Prime 1. A lot of people hate that sculpt with the smile. I really like it, so I stick by that one. I still love it, but I know some people do trash that one. So I think those two probably, I would say. Good question, Eric. Oh, you're talking about the Marvel piece. Yeah, it is a big piece, without question. Without question. I saw a flash today on my phone that Keaton is coming back for Batman is good. I don't think that's going to happen, Mike. I think that he was going to be part of that Batgirl movie. I think we might see glimpses of him, but that Batgirl movie was trashed. I mean, it was just gone. Scrapped it. I'm 32 now. Got hit by a drunk driver when I was 15. Really bad accident. I am so sorry, JR. In a wheelchair for a while. I have had tinnitus ever since. I've tried everything and nothing works. I accept it's forever. Do you have it in one ear or two? I have it in both now, but I have it mostly in my left ear, which is, I think most people, it's pretty common in your left. Yeah. Yeah, just hide those boxes. Yeah, they are massive. And there's three big ones, especially that really big one, Ash. Chris, ain't is a word in Canada, so it's a. That's the thing, is I was having the conversation the other day about, like, it's pop culture, music. Everybody says the word ain't. Ain't is not a word, but yet if so many people use it, shouldn't it be a word? I mean, I feel like it should be, because everybody uses that word. I know we sound, like we're hillbillies, but it's, that's just it. We all say it. I'd like to see Keaton Batman and Batman Beyond. That's the thing, is, like, I can't believe they haven't gone there. A Batman Beyond storyline would be phenomenal, because you already have that established, as he's still Batman. He's retiring. He's still got all the gadgets. Let them do a Batman Beyond film. I think that would be awesome. One thing I like with J&D, their prices are huge, but they keep the boxes small. Yeah, they do. I mean, that's again, I feel like they continue to improve. There are things I feel like they could work on, just like any other company. But man, that mirror piece is really good. I am a school counselor, Soren. School counselor. That thing is awesome, Rusty. It would be awesome to have that on a wall. Chris is right, guys. Keep the entire box, foam and all. Never know when you're going to need it. I mean, that's the thing, is, like, I have collectors all the time tell me, Chris, I would never, ever sell anything. I never sell anything. I never will sell. Oh, never mind, I lost my job. Or never mind, I'm moving to Florida. Or I've got a new girlfriend. Or I'm getting married. There are times in your life, guys, where things are just going to happen. You're going to want new pieces, or you're going to have a life situation. Unless you have a local pickup. Like, I live in a small town in Kansas, so there's not any other collectors around me. So if anybody wants something that I sold, I just sold 5 or 6 items on my sale video. All of them sold. Guess what? None of them sold in Kansas. So everybody wanted the brown shipper. Everybody wanted the styrofoam, because that ensures that it's going to, not even always ensures, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll get to your customer quick and safe. And so always keep those boxes. Even though they're annoying, keep them. Did you get the Mezco toy Batman 89? No, I did not. I don't collect figures for the majority of the time. Like, there might be an exception here and there, but I stick with the statues. The blue collar worker says, just got Weta Nightmare Batman and the Weta Superman. It's not that bad. Just hide the second head sculpt deep in the drawer. I don't love that Superman. I feel like they had a missed opportunity with those heads. I think the body looks great. And again, hopefully you love that Superman. But the Nightmare Batman, oh my God, it turned out great. Really, really great. I wish the Superman had turned out as good. But congratulations, man. That's awesome. Really awesome pieces. Chris, where did you pre-order your Keaton Batman from? Prime One or Spec? You know that, Michael, I haven't ordered him yet. I haven't ordered him yet. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Kind of glad I don't have room for some of these Jurassic Park statues. They are very tempting. Man, there's so many great ones out there from so many different companies. Yeah, just really good stuff. Does having a limited edition Sideshow statue actually matter? How small does an edition have to be to make any difference in value? So some of the ones that are like the most valued ones, Chris, are, and Sideshow used to do this more, but they would have these variants. And the variance would be extremely small, like 150 or something like that. And so that means that there's only 150 on the planet. So if somebody wants it and you have one and you want to sell it, you can usually sell it for a pretty darn good price. But it really depends on the piece. But generally, those low ES pieces are sought after. And so a lot of collectors jump on it. Even if they don't want it, they buy it knowing they're going to flip it, which is, again, good business sense. If you can make $100 on it or $200 on it, I like $200. So, Ryan, hello, everybody. Longtime lurker and finally caught a live stream. Ryan, I'm so glad that you caught us. I got my first Prime One piece last year and hoping to get my second one next year. Happy to be part of this community. That's awesome, Ryan. Well, we're glad to have you. Again, my goal is to grow this community as big as possible and let everybody, like you said, longtime lurker. It means a lot to me when people are able to come out of the shadows, because I say it all the time that this is a very, very lonely hobby. People are in our lives don't understand why we collect this stuff. They get weirded out by it. They think it's neat in a lot of cases, but a lot of people just don't understand. And so being able to connect with each other, I feel like is so important. And if there's anything that I'm most proud of is this community that we've built. There were groups before me, there were channels before me. But man, we've got 41,000 people subscribed to this channel right now. We've got over 7,000 on Facebook. We've got Instagram, TikTok. Like, this community is growing and we support each other. We're positive. And that means the world to me. So Ryan, welcome. Ashley, right over there, hidden behind Harley. Still there. Still there. Still love him. I hope Tweeterhead sends you a production sample of their Wonder Woman to review and unbox. I'm curious how she will turn out. Chad's been really, really good about sending me prototypes and things like that. I've got some statues to give away also from him, which is going to be exciting, probably on our next couple shows. And so I would love for them to send me that as well. That would be awesome. It's cool to see that Voldemort behind you. Looks great. You really should sprinkle in some more characters into your Batman collection. I will be getting the XM. That's awesome, Scott. I mean, that's the thing is I love statues, but it does stress me out because I want everything. And so I've got to have like limits for myself. I have kind of an addictive personality. I get hyper focused on things. And so I do worry about going there. Whereas if I can hyper focus on Batman, I know that I'm safe for the most part, even though they keep making amazing, expensive stuff. You really should sprinkle. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out a plan to attend the Toronto Fan Expo this year. Would like to meet some of the artists who I'm so much aware of thanks to this channel. There's nothing better than going to meet artists. I'm going to be going down to Fan Expo this year. Also going to San Diego again this year with my family for the first time. So I'm really excited. Hoping to do a BSC meetup there. Let me know in the comments if you would be interested, if you're heading down there. I would love to do a meetup like we did in New York. Ronaldo, hi Chris. I just want to say hello, and I have a gift as a sign of my appreciation for everything I've learned and enjoy from your reviews. Can I use your business address? Yeah, in the link down below or in the description, my address is there if you are interested, or you can hit me up at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. But please never feel like you need to send anything, but always it's appreciated, guys. So thank you. I've had some amazing things sent to me to show off here in the collection and be part of the Batcave. So I can't thank you guys enough. Yeah, no, without a doubt, space and money. Captain Kirk has tinnitus. Sorry you have this, but it seems like you're dealing with it. There are some days, Jeff, where it's harder than others. Sometimes you feel kind of like trapped. I know a lot of people have a lot of depression because you feel like there's no escape from it. And so it can be disheartening for sure. Sorry, guys, about that. I haven't had a freeze in the last couple shows. So I do apologize. I was just saying, Jeff, I didn't realize that William Shatner has that. So anyway, sorry again, guys, about the freeze. Wouldn't it be a BSC? We were talking about freeze earlier, right? Chris, you say you have rules and the Joker is your favorite character and you know how the Joker feels about rules. Embrace the chaos, be like the Joker, collect whatever you want. In a perfect world, I would like that. And again, I'm going to have to kind of assess how I'm doing with the bunker when I get all the pieces in there. I'm still not sure how that back wall is going to look yet as you come into the cave. So we'll see. We'll see. Since you constantly rotate things in and out of your collection, what if every quarter you bought one non-Batman related character that you really like and want to experience? It's possible. You know, I'm not going to say no to anything. Anything's possible. I've got to be careful because again, if I go there, that's going to open up a whole nother can. Also, I feel like it could start looking hodgepodge. Maybe if I just say, I'm just going to, like I said the other day, like if I just stuck with quarter scale villains, like I did a Voldemort and a Darth Vader, or a Loki or, you know, something like that would be cool to do a villains wall, but I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll think about it. You really should sprinkle in some more Marvel and Disney pieces with your Batman stuff. I'm getting the X-Men Spider-Man symbiote transformation next year. Great piece, by the way. So again, we have a Disney room, and so I would love to collect more Disney things. Who is that? Is it Beast Kingdom, right? Beast Kingdom. They do some really great Disney stuff. XM starting to do Disney. So I don't know. Never say never. Never say never. Two, that way you can enjoy something new for like 3 months and then sell it to fund the next non-Batman related piece. I mean, that's true. I mean, a lot of YouTubers, that's what they do. You know, they buy something and they buy it for content. Not always meaning that they're going to keep it. I have a little hard time doing that because I like, I mean, most of the things I get in, I keep. But that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. And just knowing that it's not going to stay, but still enjoy it for a little bit of time. I mean, that's not a bad idea. It's a lot of hassle of selling and packaging it back up and shipping, but I'm doing that anyway. So it is what it is, but I'm definitely going to consider that. It's hard to decide on lighting for my, I'm having the same trouble too. I like more of a brighter white. I used to have like the more yellowish light in here, and I've gone through and, you know, everywhere there's light bulbs, I've added the light color. I have the light color back here behind my TV, light color up top. So to me, I like that look. I feel like it looks a little bit more museum and it shows off the art. JR's tinnitus is in both ears. Sorry to hear that, JR. Again, I've got it in my right, but it's more quiet in my right. I think it's just trying to catch up. So eventually I think it'll probably be the same in both ears, but we'll see. How do you currently display your Joker? So right now, nothing. I've got, can't show you that right now. But I've got punchline on the floor because I don't have room for her. So that's that. Did you see NECA came out with the utility belt and all that? I did. It looks cool. Ben Affleck is at the Full Circle event. Wow, he's coming to Comic-Con? That's neat. Or SnyderCon. That's really cool. I didn't know he was coming to an event. The tinnitus is genetic in my family. My father has it, and I had it. My sister, you sound like Star Wars. My father has it. My sister has it. I have it. Also, if you have high blood pressure or other conditions, I used to have high blood pressure, and so I've got that down to pretty much normal status. My blood pressure does go up. I get stressed out, so sometimes it goes up. Chris Dumas, that was my old chat with you about the Batman collection, getting the XM to use your business address for X-Men. Seems like you dealing with Marvel and Disney pieces, display events. I'm not sure if I remember. I'm not sure if you're talking to Chris. I'm assuming you're talking to Chris. In y'all's opinion, which is better, downward or upward lighting for statues? I don't like upward lighting. I feel like it casts weird shadows. So I personally like downward. Got that Disney trip booked finally for October. Harry's first time, 10 days, 5 at the Polynesian, other 5 at Animal Kingdom. That is awesome, Brad. So I'm a DVC owner at the Poly, so that's my favorite resort. I've stayed once at the Animal Kingdom. Really great stuff there. You're going to love it. I'm going to Disney once this summer again, and then once in the early fall. And so we just love it. Brad, you're going to love it. If you need any advice, if you need any helpful hints, I'd love to help you if you need it. Is the new Batcave going to be blue themed to go with your logo? So my cave is basically going to be lighting customizable. Every single light in my cave will be custom to be able to be whatever color I want it to be. So I'm going to have different scenes, like maybe a blue scene or a white scene or a yellow or a flashing or whatever. I'll be able to do it all with these new lights. Bring on the Dark Side, Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. That's my most anticipated piece. Well, that and the Prime 1 Penguin. Oh, I can't wait for that one. Still decided on the Green Lantern. I would jump on it, Gotham Goon. If you're going to get it, they just announced the ES and it was small, really small. So if you're on the fence, I would get it. Speaking of which, where do you keep your boxes? I've just started collecting and I'm already considering getting in storage space. So where the bunker is now, where the new space is, that's where I had my boxes. But luckily, my mother-in-law has a big, giant storage unit called a Kwanzaa hut. It's this big, giant building. And so I have all my boxes stored in there in another town. So I've got to drive all the way to another town to get it. But, which is awesome. Boxes are your friend for shipping without question. I did, but I sold it to another collector. But that collector sent it to me to review. So I've already paid for shipping. Shipping's paid for. So I would assume early. I think Todd said maybe like early June. Also want to say thank you. First live chat. Your videos have helped tremendously. That's awesome. Mitchell, welcome again. I'm glad you made the show. And I'm glad it helped. Like that's why I do this. I want to be helpful. I want to be kind of a voice for the voiceless. And anyway, I'm really glad that you're here with us. Let's see. Eric says, Choice Art is having a pop-up shop in a couple weeks, literally a couple blocks from me in Burbank, and maybe I can grab some footage as they will have a lot of... I would love that, Eric. That would be awesome if you would want to share that with us. That would be incredible. Please get an interview with Charles. Charles, if you don't know him, Charles Carroza, bald head. You'll definitely see him there. Great guy. Definitely get some footage of him talking to us because he's always been a really good friend of the channel. I actually talked to him recently because he's going to be at San Diego and we're going to have some exclusive reveals at that show for this channel. So again, stay tuned. Eric, that'd be awesome. Have fun at that event. That sounds awesome. What is the difference between a numbered edition and artist proof? I thought they were interchangeable. I think a certain number of artist proofs are made, like Alex Ross does a numbered edition of artist proofs. It's just basically to make sure that everything is good to go before they start their production runs. They might print 10, but usually artist proofs, there's not a ton of them. I love this community to share my love of statue collecting, especially Harley, without question, Paula. And again, you've become a giant part of this community here on the channel. So again, we can't thank you guys enough. And Paula, thank you. ES is a strange thing, but can make a difference. I mean, my XM Catwoman I got was 9 out of 299. So I was thinking like, man, this is cool to get a single digit one. I've very rarely got a single digit. So I think again, it's just number 9 doesn't mean it's worth more than 299, but it's cool to get a low number for us. And sometimes it can be worth more if somebody is collecting, like some collectors out there might say, I collect only number 9s. And so they're willing to pay it. So every collector's different, you know? How's it going, Bat Fam, Chris? I just pulled the trigger on that Arkham. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm thinking about it too. Was it 450, right? How much was shipping, Rob? Yay, still love my Batman Who Laughs one piece I refuse to part with. And I kind of helped Ashley get that piece. So I kind of talked her up or talked her down. I'm not sure which one, but I'll never forget that day, Ashley, when you were in that store. That was really cool. Yeah, there was my freeze earlier. The Prime 1 Dark Knight 1/4 scale Joker, Batman, and Superman statues are my most anticipated. All good stuff. All good stuff. I honestly love this community. Thank you for welcoming me into the community. You are all amazing. Again, JJQ, welcome. Glad to have you. I only ordered one piece from Prime 1 directly. It was the first Batman Hush. Great piece. It arrived damaged, so sorry to hear that. They had no extra pieces and only offered a $50 discount. That does suck. I mean, it really does depend on what they have, but yeah, $50 discount, that sucks, especially if it's a big piece. But I think that's the problem is if you get something broken, like with Sideshow, you can just send it back. Whereas when it's coming from overseas, it's a little bit more difficult. Glad to have you here, Fred. Fred, man, is awesome. Fred always comments multiple times on my videos. Fred, that is awesome. You are appreciated because all that helps the channel. Every time you guys leave a comment or reply to somebody else's comment or give a thumbs up, all of that helps promote the channel. It YouTube sees all that and they're like, hey, people are interacting. So Fred, I don't know if I've thanked you very much before, but thank you for always commenting. That'd be awesome. Yeah, a BSC meetup. I think we're going to make that happen. We did that in New York, and I think it was about 30 of us, which was great. I was really shocked. I thought maybe 1 or 2 people would show up, but it was awesome. So I definitely want to do that. I know Jeff Delaney from Secret Sanctuary is going to be with me. So yeah, let's make it happen. I was thinking about also picking up the comic Prime 1 Harley on the Funhouse. Do you think she's one of the best? I do. I love her. I think she's still awesome. I was going to maybe sell one, but I think I'm going to keep them both because I've got the Arkham City Harley as well. But yeah, I love her. I think she's great. Yeah, if my freeze earlier, obviously I'm super far behind. I'll kind of skip forward a little bit, guys. Borky, you want to get to $11 Canadian. Thank you very much. Money. I'm giving away free money. Pay no attention to the giant toxic gas balloons. I love it. Trust. Who do ya trust? Makes you real love a trust. Sorry. No yes question to you because I want you to be with me. Love that. Love that movie. Love that movie. Thank you very much. Now that I've completely embarrassed myself, which I do every day, so it's all good. $11 Canadian. Thank you very much. Again, everybody that does super chats right now, it's all rolling into the Bat Bunker. I'm looking at a $17,000 ish total for the Bat Bunker by the time all is said and done. And so every little bit of that helps, guys. So thank you very much. I can't thank you guys enough for helping that project. So thank you very much, guys. I'm getting the Michelle Pfeiffer. That again, great piece. I just hope we hear something new from them soon. I pre-ordered the Queen Studios 1/4 Wonder Woman from Spec back in October 21. Still waiting for this. Contact Todd. Contact Todd. Todd Johnson on Facebook. I feel I don't know if they did him or not. I feel like they did Green Lantern, but I don't know if they did Sinestro. I'm just going to look it up real quick because I'm curious. Pardon me. There's my allergies kicking in again. Means I've been talking too long. Sinestro. Let's see. Do we have an ES on him yet or not? Nothing there yet. I didn't know his name was Thal. No edition size on that yet. Comic Tri-Eye. So Tri-Eye, an ES of 100. And Green Lantern is an ES of 220. And the regular is 30. 30. Crazy. Hey, Chris, not sure if anyone's asked you yet, but will you be picking up the XM Samurai Croc? Most likely, Mark. I've had all the other villains, so I most likely will. I'm just gonna have to wait and see if I like them or not. But I haven't seen any early renders. I mean, sometimes XM will send me renders, but I haven't seen anything yet. Thanks for the chat, Chris. Got to head out work. Yeah, absolutely, JR. Thanks for being here. I only got a few minutes. I'm starting to blow up my allergies, so I'm needing to wrap up myself. Yeah, I mean, McFarlane is already doing that. VP McFarlane Toys. Yeah, some people merciless have said earlier they picked up the Azrael, which I'm considering as well. Absolutely, Fred. Let's see. Any other questions? I have some comics I'd like to see CGC certified, but I'm really nervous about mailing these off. Potentially very valuable comics. How do you ensure something like this when mailing it? Go on some YouTube videos and see how people do it, how they package them, because like they wrap them and double wrap them and put them in cardboard and do all that. Now, I have not ever submitted to CGC myself. I think I'm going to. I was talking with the Rogues yesterday, kind of asking their advice and kind of wanting to pair up my statues with CGCs in the new bunker and wanting the specific issues that go along with them. And, the covers that are the same. And so I've never submitted, but I think I'm going to. I'm going to try to figure that out, and I'll probably do a video on it because I'm sure it'll be a nightmare for me to figure it out. But I'm going to try it myself. So if I can do it, you can do it, Ben Hizzle. Your next back bunker, there'll be one this week. Just filmed it earlier when I got home from Hayes. Chris, if you reassemble your 1/4 scale diorama with the Joker on throne, be the Joker you use? Probably not, because I have the Sideshow piece. I've got the original Sideshow piece. Most likely, this Joker will be by himself or possibly paired with the Bat Bike from XM. I think that could be a cool piece, but he'll be the individual Joker probably from Sideshow in that display. Fatal in the house. What's up? If you haven't checked out Fatal, definitely check him out on YouTube. Again, my allergies are starting to flare up, guys, and I'm wiped. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me. Again, I apologize for not promoting it earlier, but I'm so happy that you guys joined me and tuned in anyway. So thank you. This is good for my soul to be able to hang out with you guys, with fellow-minded people and individuals, collectors, and again, I hope you all have a great week. We got a lot of good content coming up this week, and definitely, again, join me and the crew. Wednesday night, we're back to our regular show, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Rogues Gallery Live. It's going to be awesome. We've got a ton of photos to look at, tons of things to talk about. So if you enjoyed tonight, you're going to enjoy Wednesday. Again, thank you to all of our newcomers that tuned in tonight for the very first time, caught us live. Thank you for the super chat earlier. Again, that helps more than you guys know. This is an expensive hobby and it all adds up. And so $17,000 is $17,000 in statues that I can't get, which kills me. But I know in the long run, I'm going to enjoy the new space. So again, thank you guys so very much. Can't do this without you. Love you. Have a great week. Be good to one another. And I'll see you on Wednesday night for Rogues Gallery. Bye, everybody.